If you do experience any technical difficulties, unfortunately, we won't be able to address them during the meeting. But again, as we say, we will get a copy sent to you. But I would recommend that if it's a real difficulty you're having, then maybe just log off and we'll get a copy sent to you. Any questions you may have, we would love to do a questions and answers, but with 50, 60 people, unfortunately, it's not going to work out. So please do email any questions you have to tm@newmarketholidays.co.uk, and we'll of course answer them and be happy to receive them. So any feedback, any questions you may have, please don't hesitate to send them in to us. We've still got people joining into the meeting, so we're just accepting them as we go along. So today, over the next 20 to 25 minutes, we're going to be going through some introductions from our colleagues from the product department that are here in the room today with us, our organisational structure of tour management, everything that's new for 2025. I'll be going through some details about Trustpilot, which a lot of you will be using or know about. Our vision for tour management for 2025, going through some feedback and data analysis, GDPR compliance, some content gathering information for you, and also assisted travel, responsibility, sustainability, and of course, most importantly, going the extra mile. So without further ado, our organisational chart looks a bit like this. Some of you may or may know Ian Dines, who is the Chief People and Customer Officer, and tour management comes under his area. So Rasme here, who'll be presenting a little bit later on, heads up tour management and responsibility. And as most of you will know, my name's Matt, and I'm the new Service Delivery Manager in Tour Management, reporting into Rasme. We, of course, work very, very closely with product, which we're going to introduce a lot of our colleagues in just a second. But from customer experience, we also have Jill McGallagher, who heads up customer experience. A lot of you will know her from the years she's been here at Newmarket Holidays. Steph Shenton is the Programme Change Manager and Customer Operations Manager, more importantly to you guys whilst you're out on tour. Customer Operations I'll go into in a second. And of course, most of you will know the name and have met her, Irene Saunders, of course, many years with us, who is currently seconded over to tour management, doing some, thank God, doing some administration for us. So that's our structure. Product, of course, you will all be aware, if you've worked for us before, doing any of our tours, how important the department is, and of course that you'll be dealing with them very, very closely with all the details of your tours. So before we continue on to customer operations, I'll tell you a little bit about the importance of that department. Perhaps we thought it'd be nice if our product colleagues maybe just introduce themselves for anyone that's new, and of course just covered the areas that they look after. So maybe just whichever way around we'll do it. Maybe starting here.
Yes, can't see me. I'm Sam, I work in long haul and I look after East Canada and USA.
I'm Geraldine, I work long haul, I'm Deep South and West Coast USA.
Hi, I'm Rachel, I cover West Canada.
And I'm Richard, hello everybody. I look after North America and India, the product range for all those destinations.
Hello all, I'm Brenda, I'm short haul and I look after our Scottish programme and a few European tours as well.
Hi everyone, I'm Danielle and I work in our short haul department and look after Ireland, Spain, Iceland, Poland and some other destinations. And Portugal.
Thank you. Any more? Charlotte, did you want to?
Hi, I'm Charlotte and I work with Rasme to do with responsibility and responsible travel.
Perfect. So yeah, our colleagues are here to join us. You will be dealing with them all throughout the process prior to your tours and perhaps even during your tours. So please don't hesitate to contact us or, of course, your product and relevant person, depending on which tour you're allocated. Moving on quickly just to customer experience. You may find that we'll get in contact with you, whether it be the product member of the team or maybe tour management, if letters or issues do come in post-holiday, and we're just asking for some of your feedback perhaps. So That's where customer experience liaise with us very closely. But customer operations, a lot of you that have been out on tour over the last year will know, some of you may not know or may not know exactly what it means. But customer operations is a new department in the business which started in March, April last year, so 2024. I actually came from that area, so I know it fairly well. It's a 24-hour department. And it's basically emergency response was the old name for it. So it's dealing with all aspects of issues whilst on holiday, but also 24 hours prior to departure. So 24 hours prior to departure, any calls from any customers relating to any issues of their tour goes through to customer operations. The numbers and details are all on the FTDs for the customers. And of course, on holiday as well, which doesn't just go for the customers, but for yourselves as tour managers as well. There is a dedicated telephone number for you as tour managers to contact customer operations. So you can't find one of your customers at the airport, or they've gone missing on tour, or there's an issue, heaven forbid an accident, but we know these things happen. Any kind of emergency situation, please don't hesitate to contact customer operations on that dedicated number you can see on the screen, and also their email address as well as there. You may get emails from them if there's more information and details that they need to give to you as a tour manager relating to your customers or the group on tour. Very often, some of you will know all too well that unfortunately it's sometimes airline-led issues. The worst case scenario, flight being cancelled with a large group, but customer operations deal with all of those aspects of issues whilst either just 24 hours before or on tour. Steph heads up that department. Graham, some of you may have dealt with in the last year, Shannon as well. And we have 2 new starters coming actually next week to join the business, Denise and Matt B as well. So that's the team that is UK based. They operate from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. And Quantonite, which is the company in South Africa, deal with our overnight calls for our customer operations department. So that's from 9 p.m. UK time to 6 a.m. Now, Quantonite have been trained over the last 6 months a lot more intensively, so are very much up to speed. But if you do feel like you're having any issues or they're not quite sure themselves, then they will not hesitate and escalate the issue to an escalation manager on duty. So there is always a UK escalation manager on duty, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. So any issue is not too big for them to deal with. But that's a really important key number for you to have should you have any issues whilst on your tour. Let's move on quickly to what's new for 2025. In the left-hand corner, you will see the branding and merchandise. I've written order form there next to it because you will all receive an email with an order form from Irene here from Tour Management, asking you what kind of merchandise branding materials you have, i.e. tour managers' bags, clipboards, coach signs, etc., etc. If you've got anything older than March or April last year, then you will need a new branded items, and we'll be more than happy to send them out to you. So when you receive that email, please do reply and let us know what you do need. You'll see a small picture there. I don't know how clear it is on your screens, but we have new for this year got a little handheld flag, which is an extendable pole with a flag, and that's for guiding people in busy areas. And they will also be available to you all and will be sent out with your other clipboards, coach signs, bags as well. Also, there's a little postcard there. We've got several postcards that we're going to be using this year, which are welcome and arrival cards and departure cards. And they're for you really to make sure the customer is fully aware when they arrive at the airport. They're handed out to say, your next meeting with me as your tour manager will be at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning, where we're doing the welcome meeting. On there also will be your name as a tour manager and your contact detail. So customers feel a bit more assured for the first sort of night, just in case they do need to contact you if they're not going to see you till the morning. I appreciate sometimes welcome meetings are the same day in the evening, but it's all dependent on the flight programme. And the departure cards, quite a lot of feedback from customers over the last year is that they're not quite sure what's happening on the last day. And even though we don't want them to wish away their holiday, they quite often want to know what time they're getting picked up on the last day, even 2 or 3 days early. So the departure card will also be handed out to customers by room, by party, with their pickup details for their last day, which means they can just pop it into their handbag or put it on their bedside cabinet and just know that it's there. They know what's going on, all organised, and it's something in writing as well for them that they can keep. And they're quite nice pictures on there as well, so they might keep them as a little souvenir. The e-newsletter, hopefully most of you opened that up. That was sent out at the end of January. We were planning to do a monthly one, but obviously January, February is quite a quiet period for us. So the next one will be March. Yeah, we wanted to start doing that to try and engage all of you a bit more with us and communicate with anything that's new that's happening. And of course, on there, of course, as well is the old Trustpilot Awards that we did for 2024. New and exciting for this year, we will be, of course, introducing and have already got a Facebook group, which is a closed private group. We haven't sent the invites out for those yet, but you will all be invited to that group. And we would love you to join, where you can share experiences, share your ideas, and perhaps communicate with each other about a certain tour, or perhaps a tour you're doing later in the season that you haven't done that much of, and top tips, inside information, and share some of your fantastic photos you may have taken on your tours as well. And those invites will be going out very, very shortly to you all. So we'd love you to join that. It's a private group, so anyone outside that group can't see what's happening inside that group. Moves on to Trustpilot very nicely. I don't expect you all to read every single one of these reviews, but it's just to highlight the fact that we do get far more than this, huge amount of wonderful 5-star reviews from our customers about all of you guys. You add so much value to our holidays and to our tours that it's really, really key. You're crucial to the success, and we get some fantastic feedback from lots of our customers all over a range of tours. And it's just really to remind you that every 5-star review you get that mentions your name, you will receive £15. So please, 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 I would encourage you to really encourage your customers to complete Trustpilot review for you and try and get your name mentioned in there. And if you've got a big tour, a busy tour of 40 plus people, you can earn a really nice extra bit of money as well. Trustpilot is a huge focus for the business. We're currently sitting on 4.7 and trying to achieve 4.8, the highest rated escorted holiday business score on Trustpilot in the UK. And we're hoping to get up to 4.8 by the end of this year. So with your help as well, I'm sure we'll get there. But yeah, please do continue with getting people to fill in the Trustpilot reviews for us. Just in case anyone's a bit unsure about the easiest way to promote this to our customers, on the left you'll see that you can simply just type it into Google, Trustpilot Newmarket Holidays. Click on that Trustpilot link and it will take you straight to the right-hand box, and you just click on write a review and the customer writes it. Now, some of our customers, due to demographic, maybe not tech savvy maybe, and might need your help. So if you're in the hotels and you have some time, and perhaps you've got a tablet with you or they've got a tablet with them, you could just kind of show them how to do that and then let them go off and write the review. Sometimes it is an issue with the IT end of it, so just help them. Alternatively, you could just send them the link, and that way they can do it themselves in their own time whenever they're sitting around enjoying a drink or relaxing. But they will all take the customers straight to this point here where it says write a review. They click on that, you score out of 5, and then write your review. So it is very, very straightforward once they get onto it. So it's that slide's really just to kind of like encourage you to, if any of you are unsure. I know some tour managers do send a link, like I've put in yellow there, directly to customers, which you can do if they're happy with that. And they just click on the link and it will take them straight to write a review, and there they go. So we would really encourage you as much as possible to do that. We want to really increase the number of reviews we get post-holiday. We get lots of reviews you may have seen on Trustpilot itself for people saying, I've just booked my holiday, a wonderful service from the sales team, but we don't get anywhere near as many reviews for people that have been on holiday. So we'd love to get that feedback and encourage you to continue with that. I'm now going to pass over to Rasme, who's going to go into our vision.
Thank you everybody for coming. There's so many of you, so I really appreciate taking the time out to join the meeting. We'll try not to keep you too long. So for the purpose of newcomers into tour management with Newmarket, just going to give you a little brief touch on the background. So Newmarket Holidays has been operating for just over 40 years. And like I said, although some of you have been with us from the very get-go, some of you may have not even heard about us before. We are a multi-award-winning escorted group touring operator. And essentially, we offer group escorted tours around the world, touching almost every continent. Over time, and as we know how the industry is forever changing and adapting itself to the many external factors that sometimes no one can predict, i.e. COVID, which we all are aware of, I'm happy to say that Newmarket Holidays is one of the few companies that came out the other end positively. So not only did they survive, it evolved and revolutionised what escorted touring means. But more importantly, it defined its core values as a company within the marketplace. So today, that brings me on to sharing our purpose as a company, and that is to enrich lives and well-being through travel. For us, it's not just about selling holidays. Yes, that's important because we all need to get paid, like yourselves, but it's more about understanding the deeper meaning behind our customers' choice. With this in mind, we would like to be widely recognised as a leader in wish list holidays that create shared experiences for groups of like-minded travellers. And this undoubtedly leads me on to why you as tour managers are so important. Not only do you play a pivotal role in shaping this narrative, you also represent the face of these very core values. As tour management, our vision is to have the best tour managers who deliver unrivaled, incredible shared experiences, share their knowledge, and eventually become our brand ambassadors. So how will we do this? You need to decide on how your story will begin on each and every tour. Every departure is unique. Consistency in providing a reliable, seamless, and professional service. Our customers have planned their holidays and are eagerly waiting to go. So there is that anticipation beforehand. I welcome you to embrace innovation and change for self-growth. Keep up to date with the latest trends, technology. The world is shaping so fast at the blink of an eye. Seek to continuously improve your knowledge. You are the expert, but that doesn't mean learning has to stop. Create meaningful connections with our customers, gain their trust, and create a comfortable platform to form friendships. Help create incredible memories. These are their precious times. Allow them to share their dreams. For some, this is a holiday of a lifetime. Others, a wish list to be ticked off. And for some, just simply a special occasion. We owe it to them to deliver their dreams. And finally, decide how your story will end. What would you like to be remembered by that particular tour? I think if there's one takeaway from today's town hall, for me, it would be simply that 2025 is all about how we tell the story, because every journey matters.
Just before you go on,
Yep.
I lost the screen, unfortunately.
Okay, so let's.
Sorry guys, a small technical issue. You probably could see a black screen for a second then.
Oh, sorry.
There we are.
Okay, we're back.
Okay, so what are our key drivers in delivering our tour management strategy in 2025? How are we going to make this all happen together? A number of different ways. So one of them is all about data. We are extremely fortunate to be able to have access to a wealth of data, and we'll be using this to report on all the amazing work not only do you do, but also what we do here back in the office. We will be reporting back to all our major stakeholders, board of directors, on how we perform not only on a monthly basis, but on an annual basis and comparing to last year. For 2025 specifically, we have implemented a top-line question in our NPS survey. So this is the survey that goes to all our customers on their return of travel. And the question will be, how would you rate the quality of service you received from your tour manager? And they will be able to rate you on a score of 1 to 10. This is also going to be through a two-way partnership with yourselves. We will be giving you feedback and have an open channel of communication, and we also encourage you to do the same. Brand representation. You are the face, ears and eyes of Newmarket Holidays on the ground. As far as the customer is concerned, you are Newmarket Holidays. Despite you being freelance, self-employed contractors, we are trusting you with the brand. So we just expect you to carry this with care. Being that with your presentation, your speech, your communication style, your documentation, your delivery, it's important that you're always adhering to our brand code of conduct. We have our new version of the Tour Manager Handbook 2025, which will also be coming out in the next coming weeks. We'll be circulating this around, so please ensure you read this through carefully and come back to us if you have any questions. Some of you have probably come across this terminology, particularly last year, the importance of GDPR, General Data Protection Regulation. It is a legal framework that came into effect in 2018, and this governs how businesses collect, store, process personal data of individuals. Even though we are outside of the EU, even companies outside of the European Union must comply if we handle data of EU and UK citizens. We must ensure we are all on the same page with regards to the privacy and protection of our customers and yourselves. Please ensure you do not cross-share customer contact details, whether this is through messaging apps like WhatsApp, for example. If you are at all unsure, the policy is please check before you action. Get creative. We have a big content strategy piece that is currently happening within the organisation. We need more photos, more videos, more content from you all. Share these amazing stories with us. Please remember to always get consent from your customers before taking pictures or video footage. Consent forms can be requested from the tour management department. Furthermore, you must get consent whilst the customers are on holiday. So we can't use any content regards to photos or images or videos once that the customers have returned and they haven't got consent. So it'll be too late. So it's important you get those whilst you're on the ground. Another important area which I want to mention is assisted travellers. We must be vigilant and observant at all times, as we are not just referring to people with physical disabilities, but sometimes non-physical disabilities. Of course, we can only support people and control situations that are within our means, or if customers have declared those. But as tour managers, we expect you to have a duty of care for all customers. They are paying customers as well, and it's about seeing, hearing and ensuring you are fully aware of the group's dynamic. In any situation you feel concerned or uncomfortable, you can always come back to the customer operations team who will give you the relevant advice. If we are told of any requirements, rest assured we would have done our utmost best to try and ensure our customers' needs are met. I currently head a working group alongside my colleague Jill, who is head of customer experience, and we're reviewing all of our internal processes when it comes to customers with all kinds of needs, whether it be physical, non-physical. The working group members, including myself, are now fully trained on accessible travel at a foundation level. And last but not least, responsible travel. I'm also very fortunate that alongside my tour management remit for Newmarket Holidays, I'm responsible for delivering the company's sustainability strategy. This subject in its entirety could be a whole session, and my colleague Charlotte will probably agree. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about the goals and objectives, but I want to touch on how you can personally make a difference. This is our planet, and so we have a role to play in being responsible towards our planet. How can you do this on the ground? Tour managers can be involved in this journey by encouraging our clients to be more responsible and more respectful in the countries we operate. Encourage the use of reusable water bottles. Ask them to be more water and energy conscious. Ask them, to reuse their towels if it's possible. Only these small changes will later have a big impact. Respect local cultures and local nature and wildlife. It's all about education, and we need you to be part of that journey, and we can only make a difference all together. Finally, I just want to leave you and say thank you. Our tour managers are at the heart and soul of everything and all of our journeys. You turn trips into unforgettable experiences, bringing destinations to life and making every traveller feel valued and cared for. Your dedication, passion and expertise make all the difference, and we really couldn't do it without you. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, guys, for attending this afternoon. We really, really do appreciate it, as Raz said. And please do feel free to give us any feedback on today's session by emailing, as you can see on the slide there, tm@newmarketholidays.co.uk. We will send out an invite for our next one, and we'd love you all to join again. But in the meantime, if you're out on tour soon, have a fabulous tour, and we'll all speak to you very soon. Thank you and goodbye.